Good morning, boys and girls, ladies and gents. It's Corey Wesley coming to you live and in living color from New York, Harlem, to be exact. Welcome to Kitchen Table Talk with Corey Wesley. That's me. It's 7:30 in the morning on a Friday. I'm so happy it's Friday. Um, I need to stop shopping. I've been spending a lot of money, but I digress. I want to say thank you to all my Caucasian brothers and sisters who have stepped up, who are marching, protesting, digitally protesting, who are researching, who are challenging um, their followers, who don't care if they're losing their followers. I've scrolled through Instagram and TikTok and Facebook at night, and I just take pride in seeing my Caucasian brothers and sisters finally stepping up and challenging people and really making it clear that they understand the system. It's not that they're talking BS, they're throwing out facts. Facts I'm actually researching and writing down and saying, oh shit, let me research that because I, as a black person, need to know that. So I say I applaud you, although it's a start. I also chuckle and laugh to myself because you should see some of the faces of some of our Caucasian brothers and sisters out here being better allies. They frustrated as hell, and all I can say is, don't they just beginning? Can they imagine how many years and decades 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 that black people been frustrated fighting this cause? Black Lives Matter has not been a sudden movement. It just has a name now. And I feel for my Caucasian brothers and sisters because it's going to be a long road, you know. And my words of encouragement is to keep going. Don't get discouraged. We have a society filled of ignorant, non-educated individuals within your community, the Caucasian community, that it is going to be a challenge, and I can see it on some of their faces when I scroll through TikTok. They are frustrated as fuck. Although, I have to say, it's just the beginning. Can you imagine? We've been dealing with this for a long fucking time. My cousin Shantice told me to stop sipping like I was Wendy Williams, so I'm gonna try not to sip on my tea or my coffee, my iced coffee. So anyway, I do say I'm very appreciative, but it is the beginning. Keep researching, please keep challenging, don't stop. I think it is going to make a difference, actually making a difference to me to see my Caucasian brothers and sisters making this effort, and that some of them are passionate about it when I see it and I feel it. And that is why, as a African American gay black male in this country, I will say, and I will share this, and this is my truth. This is my truth. I do know and believe that are going to make progress, but we can't stop. However, change is going to be a long, long road, and I don't want my Caucasian brothers and sisters who have privilege to, once our world goes back to a certain normalcy, that you go back to your regular old ways of hiding or you're just not hiding anymore, but just being within your privilege and just be like, okay, well, let's solve now, because this is 400 years from slavery on down to a system that has been designed and created to oppress, and basically we are African American people of color are already defeated in the system. It's a win-lose situation where we try, and then you can look at history books. We start rising, and then the Caucasian man has come in and just destroyed. So I just urge my Caucasian brothers and sisters to, take time for yourself, but continue to fight. but I still say, and I repeat it over and over, I get a kick out of seeing some Caucasian people curse some people out and try to explain um, history to certain people. And now they're starting to realize how ignorant some of their community have been or are. And you can see it in their faces, and some are so passionate, some want to cry, some are angry, some are stepping out of their comfort zone. I watched a video on TikTok, and the woman was so honest. She wrote Black Lives Matter on the card, and she said that she was so nervous, but she knew it was the right thing to do, and then she thought about what it felt like to go outside her house every day with that discomfort. And that's what it feels like to be black and go out your door every day, because there's a discomfort. Although, that discomfort is something that we've become, I guess, in the black community, although we feel it, we know it's there, and we've been told that it wasn't there, but we know it's there. We've become so immune to it that that's why I'm so happy it's time for our Caucasian men and women to step up and fight for, and make a stance that enough is enough. Oh my God, that's the great part. And the other part is that a lot of the Caucasian people that I am seeing are throwing out facts. They're not talking out their ass. They're not blowing out air. They coming up with some facts like and I'm like, oh my God, I need to read. I be writing down shit like, oh God, and then I be going to Google and and researching, because I've learned a lot going through TikTok, because some of my Caucasian brothers and sisters know their black history. Yes, thank you. You taught me something too. But that's what I've been doing. I've been engrossed in James Baldwin, reading that, Malcolm X, Medgar Evers, Booker T. Washington, reading more and more and more, watching documentaries, and I urge you to continue to do it too. Understand what systemic racism is. A lot of Caucasian people who are on the ignorant side don't understand systemic research that is embedded in our politics, our religion, our churches, our police departments. It is so bad that the opportunity and the land of the free is not the land of opportunity or the free for African American and people of color. So I have really consciously, truly, because I truly believe, and again, this is my truth, that black people of color in this country cannot dismantle racism. We cannot do it. It's our Caucasian brothers and sisters that have to do it. It was created by your ancestors, and it is, psychological trauma for us as people of color, stuff that we've been dealing with. Plus, we didn't create that system. Our ancestors could not vote. We didn't have a say. We even were kidnapped and brought here. So if you really understand the history of how we got to this place, unfortunately, it's almost like when you're, the stigma of a family member doing something bad in your family, and you have to carry it, but you can change the legacy of your family. And you, as Caucasian, I'm speaking to my Caucasian brothers and sisters, you can change this. You can change the legacy of your family. Although this is a deep legacy, that's going to be hard. That's why I urge you not to give up. Take breaks, but keep going. Learn, and then stand up. You can't just hide in the closet and learn, because eventually you're going to have to say, okay, I've got enough information, and go out. And yes, you might say something, you might slip up and say something incorrect. That's okay. That's how you learn. Mistakes make us grow. Mistakes make us better. So stop. I urge my Caucasian men and women who are intimidated by this, who are uncomfortable by it. It's uncomfortable for me to even start talking about it, but I am starting to get more and more confident in it, because I'm reading, I'm studying, I'm talking, I'm doing these videos, I'm writing, I'm empowering and motivating myself in this arena that and developing knowledge that I didn't have, that gives me the confidence to speak and speak up. So to my Caucasian people who are sitting in the silence, silence means violence. Silence means death. Stop being so silent. Stop being a chicken. Stop being a coward like you know who in that little with the gates around his house. And get out there. And you can do it socially, social media wise. You can protest. You can write your congressman. You need to vote, and this is for my black brothers and sisters too. Get out here and vote. Stop complaining. Don't say it doesn't count, because this is the opportunity. This time, it does count. I've always voted. I've never thought that it didn't matter, although I did have the urges. You have another all-white ballot. Here we go. There's no representation of me and what my community is going through. So I think that is why a lot of African Americans don't vote. I'm not going to get into that politics stuff, but I hope that Biden, and I don't care if you like him or not, I have mixed reviews, but my thing is we can't have an all black ballot. Let's just keep going down the same history. In my opinion, Hillary would have won if she would have had a black man or a black woman or something. But we went from, yes, sure, the world might be ready for a woman president, but the world was ready, already saw a black president. So I felt like if we had a minority, it could have been Spanish, it could have been Asian, it could have been something, we would have been in another transition. We went right back to an all-white ballot. That's my point of view. So, a lot of my Caucasian friends have been asking, and I do stand by what I say. We can't dismantle racism, black people of color. You can't keep asking us what can you do? How can we help? You can't piggyback on our frustrations. You can't piggyback on what we're learning and then come back and unless you need to ask a question about it because you're not understanding something. But we've been doing this and been challenged to break down this wall for decades, for centuries, even my ancestors, hello, the Underground Railroad. And that was a wall that we ran from. It's not a real wall, okay? Anyway, that's not a real railroad, okay? Anyway. However, what was I saying? I've been really, really thinking, how can our Caucasian brothers and sisters become better allies? And I know that I said, we can't help you. You have to just do it yourselves because we've been doing it ourselves. However, here's a little something that I thought I really asked God to give me an answer. And today it came to me. I got my answer. The average income for an African American is $36,544. The rest of the country, that's for my Caucasian brothers and sisters, we only make about 20-something% of the country. So anyway, so this is the rest of y'all, make about an average of $55,075. That's a disparity and a difference that is so great that I then realized, how can you help? This is to my Caucasian brothers and sisters. How can you help? Amplify black voices. Buy from black businesses. I'm a black business owner. This is not a marketing ploy. However, what I will say is, if you support black businesses, you will funnel the money into their community. With systemic research, we pay taxes. Our taxes go towards our school districts, and some of us live in lower income districts. I don't, however, some small black owners do live in small lower income. So funneling money into their environments will bring more money into their community so that they get better schools, they get better options. So, what I would say to my Caucasian brothers and sisters who don't really know what to do, stop sharing for a minute your Caucasian companies, and this is free. All you gotta do is share. Say, hey, I like these products, even if you don't buy them. I like these products. Now, I do want to know if you like the products, why don't you buy them? Anyway, and I know money's short, however, but why don't you buy them? So, because I'm a black business owner and still trying to figure that out. People tell me that all the time. Oh, I love your product, but why aren't you buying it? So, stop telling people that. Even though only white people who have small businesses. Stop telling them that. Buy it, just buy it. But anyway, spend your money in their communities. That is going to help. You don't have to buy big items. You can buy small bottles. There's a chocolate company that's called Threesome Chocolates. My company, Milton West. There are black companies that have candles. It's called Harlem, I think it's a candle company. There are an array of high quality brands, including my own, that you can spend your money. Black does not mean cheap. Black does not mean that it's poor quality. Does not mean that, because I'm a she bitch. What I put out, I have in my house. And I'm a she bitch, and you can ask any of my friends and family. I'm a she bitch. But I'm a humble bitch. Look at this bottle. This is a mug, honey. This is quality. This ain't cheap. However, really, all fun and all jokes aside, that's where it will make a difference as well. Post, share, do, buy from black companies. Use your money walks, money talks. And when you empower the black community with dollars, that's how this is going to also change. So I just wanted to put it out there because I had so many questions and I asked God, please, I need to help. But they ain't gonna like what I have to say because now it's about money. Now you have to look in your pocket. Now you have to share on your platforms black people. And that's gonna be scary. Because if you got a lot of white people on your platform, they're gonna be like, ooh, a black company. Sometimes you don't even have to tell them. Just say, hey, look at this product. I like this. Ooh, I think I'm gonna buy it. You should too, or whatever. Y'all know social media. Y'all know marketing better than I do. Do it. Just post. And you know, I have been in business for 9 years. 9 years for myself and different variations of my brands. And I will say the one thing is people don't share. They don't share. You know, they think that everything is about, oh my God, I don't have the money or whatever. Or they just like your stuff, but they don't buy your stuff. And that does nothing. That does nothing for us. Although, you know, sharing and magnifying our voices is what's important. That's what's also lacking. I see more white-washed brands out here that are shared 1,000 times, but you have the black guy over here, like myself, struggling sometimes to just get their name out. And if you know Google and all that, it takes a lot of money to actually invest. So in advertising and stuff, from Facebook to Google, and if you don't do those things, your company, your website just sitting there. Believe me, I know. So anyway, that's what I had to say. Remember to stay blessed because you're already blessed. My name is Corey Wesley, coming to you live in living color from New York, Harlem, to be exact. And welcome to watching. Well, thank you for watching Kitchen Table Talk. Have a great day, everybody.